This is Biff from Saxon. You're watching Dave BAYNE on the front row. Yeah.
Hi, this is Dave BAYNE, once again backstage at Hard Times Manassas after waiting 7 hours for Axel Evick to get here. But that's okay because he's my friend and he's the greatest. And there are people from all over the world here tonight to see this show. All 50 states and Canada. Pete, how you doing? Good to see you again.
I'm great, brother. How are you? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
Axel's usually late because he's a jerk. I'm late because I was paying attention to my children and being a good father.
Yes, and I want to talk about that before we introduce all these lovely gentlemen back here. You gave up going to Van Halen, and by the way, you have a bigger crowd here than Van Halen did last night. I want to point that out.
Right.
You gave up going to Van Halen last night so you could stay at home and do a Lego Millennium Falcon with your son.
Is that nuts?
No, because I was pissed I didn't get an invite.
To build a Lego.
Yeah, to be
Right.
no, not to go to Van Halen, but to go build the Millennium
You
Falcon.
can come over and build Legos anytime, brother.
The problem is, dude, you're so popular on Facebook. If I like comment, then there's like 70 comments, and I just keep getting. My phone dies because I keep getting the pop-ups, man.
Now you're gonna make me sound arrogant, but I have lots of my friends that complain. A lot of my real friends complain. I'm not posting on your Facebook. My phone blows up all day long. You know, so I know what you're saying.
Yeah, I hear you. But I always give you good complaints, not bad complaints.
But it's entertaining. My Facebook is one of the most entertaining Facebooks there is.
Absolutely. After mine.
Absolutely.
Anyways, Pete, we're here with the band Evick. Why don't you introduce these guys? Tell me about these guys.
Chucky FANSLAU, our drummer, 27 years, me and him rocking together. Steve SENES, our guitar player, local legend, guitar hero, lives in Myrtle Beach now. We've been buddies since I was in high school. One of the best guitar players you'll ever see. Robbie JOZWIAK on the keyboards. I guess he's home is Wisconsin nowadays. He
Flew in for this, huh?
He got run out of Virginia, but
That's another show.
it's a whole other show.
It's called Cops.
Yes. And this is Ray Scheuring, our bass player, who is one of our closest friends, and me and Ray have known each other
Is he the
over
Gimp?
15 years. Yeah, he's the one with the broken leg.
Gimp's sleeping.
He's on his morphine and Percocet.
So Pete, tell us about tonight. Tell us about everything. What are you guys going to play? We're going to hear anything off Reflections. I love that EP. I know you texted me from the road. Give you my commentary on it. I loved it. Are we going to hear anything off that? Are we going to hear covers? What are we going to hear?
Well, the one thing about Evick is, I think maybe you and me have talked about before, is once we hit the stage, we don't stop. There's not a chance I'm going to play 4 solid hours of original material. This is a party. We do this once a year. We come home and play to all of our friends, and we've been on the road again for 6 months with Brett. And we come home and we play a bunch of our favorite cover tunes and throw in some of the stuff. I think we'll do 2 songs off the Reflection record. Yeah.
We do Reflections. I like that song.
You know what? Here's the problem with Reflection. The problem is
You're pissed at some chick and you can't play it?
no, the problem with a lot of my music is that because the studio's in my basement, because part of my passion is producing, I tend to do what's called overproducing, and we haven't been able to make that song sound like that live yet. We'll play Real Thing and So This Is Goodbye.
Oh, I like So This Is Goodbye. Those are my 2 favorite songs, Reflection and So This Is Goodbye.
You like Real Thing too?
Yes, I like Real Thing. It's funny, though, that you say you do this once a year because I was out in the crowd doing a little pre-show investigation, as I like to say, and there was a lot of people I was talking to. They go, this is the only time I come out. I come out once a year, and it's to come see your show. And that's a testament to you, my friend.
And I have goosebumps when you say that. It's turned into an event. You know what I mean?
You have goosebumps because you're next to me, but go ahead.
That's exactly it. That's exactly it. You know what? I know that some people do that, and it's just an honor that people are that excited to come see us. That they, our demographic is the people who have kids and stuff, and it's not as easy. You got to get babysitters and stuff, and the fact that they would go out in the effort to take their one night out and come out to see us, I don't know what else I could say.
I don't know if you've been inside yet, but it is. Can I say? It is packed in there, dude. Well,
I have.
You want to do that again?
yeah, you want to say? Would you like to say?
It's packed.
Sure. All right.
I haven't been in there yet, but the owner of the club just came out and said we're going to be at capacity. The fire marshal's going to come. So, to me that's a good day. When there's too many people, that's. You didn't hear that, Rob. There's only 200 people in there.
Was he a fire marshal?
No.
And a keyboard player?
No.
Our pay depends on if we sell out or not, so we're not selling out for Rob.
So it's funny. It's funny because Pete, it's so crowded in there, and you have a couple of reserved tables. And Phil wanted me to go, because I'm a big guy. I don't want to say fat, big boned, but he wanted me to go stretch my wings there and reserve a space for us to film you guys tonight. And I see there's the Pete Evick table, so I set all my shit down there, and I guess those people all know me, and they're all looking at me like, who is this guy? Like, why are you here?
Well, like you said, people sometimes
So
mistake us for each other.
maybe people think I'm your bodyguard now. You've gotten that big.
Right,
They
there
may
he
think
is.
I'm your bodyguard.
Here's the problem with what you just told me is I didn't reserve a table.
Oh boy.
So somebody has used my name to get a table.
Wasn't me.
So I might have to end this interview and go in and solve a problem.
So, how's everything been going for you, man? I mean, it seems like you and I text every once in a while. It seems like you've been super busy.
Super busy as always, man.
You
It's
writing your own
it's
material,
nonstop.
or Brett doing stuff with Brett? What's going on?
Yeah. I mean, we're always doing stuff, but I have the studio on the bus with me all the time, and I'm always writing. And depending on what song comes out, I either throw it in the Brett pile or throw it in the Evick pile, or it's getting to be a pile of throw it to other people. So yeah, you just constantly write, and hopefully whoever wants it likes it and takes it, and where it ends up, it ends up.
So you're always writing on the road then?
Yeah, you have to because you never know when that moment isn't gonna happen.
Well, they just said sound check. Do you guys have some more time you can talk with us? Or
Yes,
you have
we
to get
do.
in right now?
Yes, we do.
Now, my understanding is you're going to open up with Highway to Hell tonight, and I thought I gave a hell of an audition.
Try it again.
Oh, dude, now you're
Go on.
Yeah, you're going to embarrass me.
Go ahead. I was beating you to the punch because I thought you were about to ask me to do it.
Maybe at the end of the interview when I'm feeling more saucy. But let's talk a little bit more. If we can talk about Evick, the band. We can talk about whatever you want. What's on your mind? The Millennium Falcon. What do you want to talk about?
Van Halen.
All right, let's talk about Van Halen.
It's all that's ever on my mind, just like I said on the other show.
Yeah.
All right, time for sound check.
No, man. You know what? What's on my mind is it's good to be home from the tour. It was great to see my kids for a couple days and have this hometown gig. To be honest with you, I get no offense to the other guys; they're my brothers, but we're on the road all the time. 2 nights a year, I get to play with Steve. He's the best fucking guitar player you've ever seen with your 2 eyes.
Is that true?
That remains to be seen.
And
Yeah, I'll be the judge of that.
You be the judge tonight.
and so I get to be a singer tonight and a front man, and he gets to be a guitar player, and that gets exciting to me. So that's what's on my mind right now.
He's already been judged. He's the best.
Yeah, Steve has been
You are the
judged and
best?
is the best.
Guitar Player Magazine.
Really? Will you throw a guitar pick to me?
Yeah, that's about $10.
I'm the ultimate male groupie.
$5.
What's going on with Potomac Records? Can we talk about that a little bit?
You know what? We can. To be honest with you, I think you had Mike on the show again, and
And he got to talk more.
yeah.
Because when you were on, he didn't get to talk.
Yeah, I don't let drummers talk.
And we mentioned that a couple times. But go ahead.
Mike has brought someone else into the mix. This woman named Amy, and she's incredibly intelligent. And Mike has a huge business sense. And in the year going forward, the label, even though it's my passion and it's my my creation, Mike has what it takes to take it somewhere else. I'm amazing at throwing out ideas and I'm amazing at
Plus,
being,
you have the experience because you're out there, you're doing it.
I'm a good motivator. What's that? And I'm humble. Yeah.
He's humble.
Yeah, I said I was.
He really is, though.
I said I said I was amazing. That wasn't what I meant. But my point to that was there's a handful of things that I know.
Amazingly humble.
Amazingly humble. But my point is that there's a lot of things that I'm really good at, but running an actual business I suck at. And Bailey's got the ability to control himself and make smart business decisions.
Have you seen Bailey tonight? I don't know about controlling
Bailey's,
himself.
Bailey's got a buddy in from Arizona and they're partying, and you know, Mike works hard, and Mike takes it serious, and you know, I'll do at this point, even though again it's my label, it's me and Mike's label, but I created it. It's basically Mike's. I trust him like I trust nobody else when it comes to doing business. Me and him have done business together for a lot of years, and you know, if I have an idea, I'll throw it at Mike. If there's something that I can do to make the business work better. But right now, him and this girl Amy made a new business plan, a new idea, and it's very unique and it's different. And that's what we were looking for with Potomac Records, was to, you know, be ahead of the game instead of behind the game. And Mike found a way to do it.
And Mike's actually helping me. I've got a band I'm working with in New Jersey, and he's helping me bring them down here.
Nice.
They're going to play. They're going to open for one of your bands. Tilt, aren't they on Potomac Records?
Yeah.
Band called Cascadence. Give me a shout out to my boys from Jersey. I talk to you about them all
Yeah,
the time. I love
they
them.
do that Van Halen cover too, right?
No, they don't do a Van Halen.
You told me you were drunk then. You told me they did Why Can't This Be Love or something.
No.
At Jack's, right? When you guys were doing your Eddie Trunk interview, you were like, you got to hear the band, they do the Van Halen song. I know it was.
No, dude. You
That-
were drunk.
Yeah.
You were actually in there trying to be all low key. Look at me, blah blah blah. Blah, blah. I'm amazingly humble. No, but anyways, I'm off point. But Mike hooked me up with that, and you know, I'm learning from you guys. You know, because this is like a passion for me. I mean, I do this show with Phil, and we argue probably more than anybody in any band does over this show. That's not the right angle. It's about the passion.
Yeah,
but anyways, I digress. Mike is helping me out with bringing somebody down to open up for you guys, so I can bring somebody, you know, and kind of maybe expand the whole, you know, Potomac thing a little bit. I don't know what's going to come out of it, but you know, it's fun and it's exciting, you know.
It's about building a team, and that's great that you're into that. You know, so whatever.
Well, you know, I'm on the Potomac team.
You are.
Man.
You've been behind us from the second. You know, you want to do something funny? You want to do something funny right now?
What?
Ask Rob a question.
Now, Rob, you play keyboards.
See.
And you look a lot like a guy I interviewed that was in the Dio Disciples, Scott Warren. You have similar hair. Was he an inspiration on the keyboards or hair?
I have no clue who that is.
You know, oh, he's going to be mad. He played with Heaven and Hell. He wears a cape. You have no idea who he is?
That's not Don Airy?
It's not Don Airy. No, it's not Airy. Or Jeff Nichols.
Rob also looks a lot like the guy that made plow your street, or fix your toilet, or paint your house.
He looks identical to the keyboard player for 38 Special.
They all look like that guy, except for I don't know what look you're going for.
Me either.
I mean, Punk died in '79.
I know. And I did too, actually.
It's over.
I've been dead since way before 79.
You got nothing for me. What's your inspiration on the keyboards then?
Don Airy.
Don Airy? Really? Is it really?
Yeah, one
is
of
it
them.
really?
Hell yeah.
Cool.
Made our point about the stupid one. Now get the.
Now the joke's on me.
No, him.
Yeah, that asshole.
Yeah. Now the intellectual one.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, that'll be good.
Thoughts by Steve. Go ahead.
Yeah, give us a deep thought.
4-7. Nah.
Are you going to sit here and quote the Gettysburg Address? Come on, give us a deep
I
thought.
got I got no deep thoughts. I play guitar. That's my deep thought.
All right, give it to the Gimp.
The other stupid one. Let's try Ray. I know this is weird, but you get to talk.
For once in my life. Thanks.
So, Gimp, what would you like to say?
Oh, first of all, don't call me Gimp. I'm going to take this microphone and shove it right up your...
Go ahead.
All right. I just want to say...
Never getting aired.
I just want to say that me and Steve decided to dress like twins tonight. 'Cause, you know,
That's a good look, man. That's a good look. Good look.
we didn't even call each other beforehand. It's great.
He's giving it back. He doesn't even want it anymore.
He doesn't want. You don't want any more?
27 years, my best friend, Chucky FANSLAU.
This is your best friend, Mr. Last of the Mohicans over here. I don't know. They just came in.
He's having anger issues.
All right.
So you're the drummer?
Yes.
You're also in the Bret Michaels band, right? Or am I wrong about
all
that?
of us are except Guitar Wiz
Except
here.
for the genius?
Yes. Except for Fourscore.
Yeah, Lincoln's not in. So this is like a break for you guys.
And I'm really wondering where Ray and Steve did. Where'd you guys come up with that look?
It took a lot of collaborating.
Where did you get the
That's
idea
not
to
cool,
wear a
dude.
bandana?
That's not cool.
Just saying.
I only did this because he normally wears my fedora that I normally wear.
So when are you guys going back out on the road?
Next week, basically,
Really?
yes.
Where y'all
We have a
going?
fly-in date in Arizona.
Yeah.
And then 10 days later, we fly out to Indianapolis to kick off the Super Bowl week. at
Okay.
the
So you guys are gonna be at
there.
the Super Bowl? Cool. So yeah, it's very.
Yeah, sports fan over here is happy as hell.
You're not a sports fan? It's Star Wars and Poison or nothing.
Super Bowl picks.
No, but Pete, in all honesty, it's really cool that like Phil and I were actually when we were getting ready for the show, we were talking about it. I was like, dude, can you believe Evick got tickets to that Van Halen show and he turned it down to hang around with his kid? And Phil looked at me with a very serious, straight face and he said, "That's a guy who has his priorities straight." And I said, "That's why we love him."
It's also a guy that likes Sammy better than Dave.
I was thinking it. I didn't want to say it. So how
Wait.
many sets are we gonna hear tonight, guys?
One
You gonna
long
rock
set.
out?
4-hour set.
We
One
don't
4-hour
stop. We
set?
start and we go.
You know, you know, you gotta pee, Phil. Should we wrap it up? Somebody's gotta pee. Should
Yeah.
we wrap this up? I mean, are we running
We're
out
not.
of time?
Well, this isn't wrapping it up. This was the pre-interview. We'll see you at 1:30 in the morning right here.
You know, the funny thing is, I have to tell you
That's
this.
the real
Dude,
interview.
This is how much I love you, dude. I thought you were gonna be here at 7. I was like, dude, I gotta be in Jersey tomorrow to see my boys Cascadence. And I was like, dude, I'm gonna go home. I gotta leave early. Blah blah. We'll interview Pete. Blah blah blah. And now, because I've had a few beers in me, and because you made me wait like your Axl Rose, I'm here all night.
I didn't do that. Hey, if I'm Axl Rose, you're Eddie Trunk.
That's what I said. I'm
There we
your
go.
Eddie Trunk. I
There we go.
am actually
So
heavier than him because I met him. it was kind
I
of
love you,
depressing.
Eddie.
I love you too,
Eddie.
Eddie. I love you too, but I was kind of depressed.
all right, you ready to rock?
I'm ready to rock.
All right,
man.
here we go.
Are we ready to go?
Yep, yep.
Are we ready to go?
Let's
Pete,
go.
Once again,
Thank you, brother.
It's
Good luck
always
on your
great to
show
see
and
you,
everything.
man.
Yes, sir.
hey guys, rock out. It was great to meet y'all. And hopefully, next time I get to see you with a real singer, not
Yes,
him.
sir. Yes, sir. We've
Called Brett Michaels.
We've invited you to the shows with the real
I
singer.
know,
You don't
but,
come.
know, I'll be out there.
I told him to come to Vegas. I said, come to Vegas,
You
and I'll
know.
comp him a room, everything.
All right, this is Dave Bayne. You're watching the front row. We're with the
The
band Evick. Apparently, we're going to interview them at 1:30 in the morning, even though I have to be up very early. And hopefully, we can all.
That interview will sound a lot like this. It's not going to be quite as clear.
And hopefully, I will be able to put 2 sentences together. Come to our website, frontrowshow.com. Check out Evick on the iTunes. It's great stuff. Can't wait to see it.